from My News 26 and CCTV. It's high school basketball. Coming to you tonight from Cadillac High School.
Welcome back, everybody, to the fourth quarter action here from Cadillac. The Vikings steal the ball to start the fourth quarter. And Levi Klotz will get into the corner to Charlie Runstrom. Back to Cale Mickelson looking for three, and he's got it.
Very soft. Just hits the rim and just dies.
And now Cadillac takes a 43-42. It's been a seesaw battle here ever since the end of the first half when it was 26-26. Ludington will kick it back out to Porter. Off balance, throws up a three and makes it fall away. Watch out from behind as Porter almost had the steal. Coming right up the middle is Runstrom, and he is not fouled. Okay.
Good block by number 11.
It was a block, but there was also
Josh
some.
Lehman. I really hope in the quarter there, Sam Banster, number 24 for Ludington, went down, which appears to be a rolled ankle. He's getting treatment right now by Kalen Sheeman. That's our trainer for the Vikings. Hopefully he's going to be okay. We have a timeout right now, so we would like to remind everyone out there that the DVDs are available for purchase, either single games or box sets, by contacting mynews26.com or calling the station at 231-577-1844. The sale of DVDs helps out with our production costs, including purchasing equipment and paying our directors and students. They make great stocking stuffers, graduation, or birthday gifts.
And our sponsors right again.
Once again, sponsors for this game tonight. Big friends of My News, Cadillac Tire, Fox Motors of Cadillac, and Pizza Plus. Once again, thanks to those businesses for sponsoring these broadcasts that we're able to bring to you.
Yeah, and if you're out and about, make sure you stop in and let the owners know at Pizza Plus, Cadillac Tire, and Fox Motors that you really appreciate them putting their money on the line for high school sports action. And like I said, we've got girls basketball action coming up really soon. Dan Gussert will be doing the play-by-play for that. Mike McLaurin, I'm sure, will be helping out with boys. But, Mac, you are the head coach for the girls. Congratulations, too, on that.
Thank you very much. Yeah, really excited. We open up next Tuesday, a week from tonight, at Reed City. And like I said, we have 8 of our first 10 on the road. But the girls have been in the gym we've had 11 practices. We started a week behind the boys this year. And they're putting in the work right now.
Here's a give and go in the middle. Baker is fouled by 42. Lacombe, he'll go to the line, shooting 2. The Vikings are down by 2, 45-43.
Hey, if I could, I'd like to. We have a great coaching staff. We have Kip Damgard coaching junior varsity basketball. Mike Brines is the freshman coach. Paul Seeley is going to coach 8th grade. Marty Cartwright, 7th grade. Dave Simons is helping me out at the varsity level. And then there's some other people who are helping out, Angie Pullen, Casey Castle, and then Maddie Maston and Megan Hoblet here and there helping out when they can. But also we have a great youth programs going. Jason Wild and John McMahon, Kevin Gregory, the athletic director Fred Bryant's helping coach one of our youth teams. And then Kip Damgard and I are coaching a 6th grade travel team as well. So a lot of people involved. We really appreciate all the work they're putting in to help our program grow. Also, anybody out there for the young boys basketball, the Little Vikes, they're starting this coming Saturday, December 1st, running for 6 weeks every Saturday at the Cadillac High School Performance Gym, the Little Vikes Basketball Academy. So it's $40 per player. The checks are made to Caps Athletics, but if you have any questions, you can call the athletic department, 876-5805, and talk with Maddie Maston.
A lot of fun things going on this winter here with Cadillac basketball, and it all starts with good youth programs, Mac, getting them used to how things will be as they move up the line.
Yeah, and Coach Benzenberg and his staff, along with all of his staff, including the 7th and 8th grade coaches, are putting on that clinic for those kids, so they're getting outstanding coaching for those 6 weekends.
And on fire is
number 3, Braden Porter just hit a couple threes here.
I think he's had 4 threes here in the second half alone. We got a traveling call on Cadillac.
Dragged that pivot foot a little bit on the stop.
And Braden Porter I was talking to him before the game. He was nice enough to help me out a little bit with the name pronunciations, but little did I know he was going to be that smooth of a shooter.
Yeah, he's feeling it right now, isn't
yes, he is. Hathaway finds himself alone at the charity stripe and misses one. Spinning is Lacombe, and nice move there.
Yeah, he just used his size, didn't he?
Yeah, timeout by Ryan Venzenberg, and the Vikings find themselves down now by 8 as Ludington doesn't seem to miss right now, Mac.
Yeah, Lacombe, just that 6'6", freshman, but a big kid, was able to spin it, and he just used his height advantage. And then you go back to Braden Porter knocking down those big threes.
We want to send out a shout-out to Rick Henderson. He watches a lot of these games on 26 Sports and CCTV. Rick had a triple bypass 2 weeks ago, so he is recovering at home, and sure he'll be watching the game. So a big hello to Rick, and I hope that you heal real fast and everything goes well there on your recovery. So the Cadillac Crazies are trying to get their team back into it, Mac, and like we said earlier, a lot of weapons for Ludington.
Man, like I said, they've always been like this, Bill. You watch them, like I said, in pregame, and they come out, and you're like, I don't know which of these 5 kids is going to start because every kid shoots the ball well.
Yeah.
And
you look at the 6'6" freshman.
I was watching him pregame. The kid didn't miss from the three-point line. He's a smooth shooter.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at 4 years as a coach, you're going to have, and you figure maybe he'll have maybe a little more growth spurt at 6'6". There's somebody that you can build a.
Well, he's a great shooter. Handles the ball well.
Yeah, you just saw that play on baseline, spinning and making.
And so who do you guard him with? You guard him with a smaller, quicker kid who can maybe get up underneath him, but he shoots over top.
Right.
You put a big kid, but then he can't defend as well, so he shoots over top of that kid. I mean, I don't know how you defend a 6'6" kid with that kind of athleticism.
Right, and he looks not out of place at all as a freshman. Vikings turn it over again. Hathaway will start the play back.
I mean, all of their kids really seem to handle the ball well, handle the pressure well. They play defense. And our guys are right there with them, right? We're playing fantastic defense. They just hit some timely shots. It's hard to beat a team that just hits those shots when they need them. Look at Tip's defense. He's right up on these guys.
Right. Yeah, like I said, that one three-pointer that Porter made, he was basically falling away in the corner and hits a three. I mean, there's nothing you can do to defend that. Nate Lang will dish it off now, and a little razzle-dazzle by the Orioles. Lacombe off his foot, hustles there to get it back. Pass over to Lehman. Lehman going baseline with the power move, draws the foul, and he'll go to the line.
That was a good possession for Ludington. Just used a lot of clock, moved the ball around, and then finally got a nice drive to the basket by Lehman.
8-point lead. Vikings hope for maybe a miss or two here, and then they need a couple quick baskets. Just get the mo going.
Well, taking care of the basketball is going to be the initial part of that, is getting the ball into our offensive end and getting up quality shots. We've shot the ball well tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
Really well. Aiden's hit a couple threes. Kale's had a couple threes. We've had some good looks.
Tip's had some shots.
Sure.
No, I mean, the Vikings are, just.
I think you when they go back and look at the film and look at the turnovers and the chances they didn't get to possess the ball, right?
Charlie Rundstrom goes down.
Almost slipped.
He did slip, and I was just worried that he twisted an ankle.
I was too. I thought for sure.
Nice spin move there by Riley Calhoun, and then Porter steals, and Porter misses a shot, rebounded by Raphael. Taken back by Rundstrom. Rundstrom behind the back, going to the middle, gets it over to Baker. Baker, long pass into Mickelson, who touches it over to Rundstrom. Good defense there by the Orioles, shutting everything down. Great dish to Raphael, and he puts it up and in.
They just got to come down and be patient, right? And they'll get their shots.
Yeah.
But we just can't turn the ball over right now. So, hey, great work by the Vikings after giving up that long pass to get one back.
Yeah. 10-point game right now. It's 56-46. Once again, our sponsors are Cadillac Tire, Pizza Plus, and Fox Motors. Big thank you to them. Our next game will be, let's see, today is Tuesday. It's going to be Friday, November 30th. That is a home game for boys basketball. Mac, do you know who's on the docket for that one?
I forgot who they have, Bill, on Friday. I know Tuesday they have Reed City at home.
Yep.
Because the girls are on the road against Reed City.
So that'll be. I'm just thinking it was a conference game for Cadillac, but anyway, they do have Reed City next Tuesday, and you said the girls open up on the road, right?
They do. Yeah, we're at Reed City. We're going Thursday this week. We're going up to Manton for a little scrimmage with Manton and Claire. Coach from Manton called us and invited us to come and get a little scrimmage, get some time in before the season starts. So we're looking forward to that, to see how we're developing.
Yep. And how many are you carrying on your roster this year for girls basketball?
So we have 11 at the varsity level.
Okay.
We're carrying 10 at the JV and 13 at the freshman. And it's pretty fluid. Those numbers could move throughout the season. We have some great athletes at the freshman level that are ready to move up.
Yep.
And then also at the JV level, some girls that are ready to move up to varsity. And so we'll keep a close eye on it as the season progresses.
Well, we look forward to doing girls basketball. It's always exciting. Nice pass over here to Porter. Swatted away
nice
there
job,
by
Cale.
Mickelson.
Yeah, we just need to get the ball. It's a great swat, but man, we need a possession.
Lehman moving in, and he'll draw the foul off Tip Baker. Tip is pleading his case there. Looked like good defense, but Lehman to go.
He's very physical and he has very active hands.
Yeah.
Levi Klotz is going to check in for Charlie Runstrom.
Tip is still petitioning the
Sure.
referees, but he's doing it in a very respectful way.
And you and I both know, since you've been around hockey for a long time, that officials are always looking about changing their calls, aren't they? Traditionally. You can petition.
But if you ask in a respectful manner, I tell you one thing, as a high school official, you might think the next time. You know what I mean? That does, if it's being asked in a nice way. Here's a good pass up to Wild. Wild will take it in and won't quite go. Rebounded by Lehman.
Good idea.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. There is an approach to it.
Yes.
The way that you just ask because you want to know.
Mm-hmm.
What did you see? What can I do differently next time? Oh, that's over and back. Great pressure.
So the Vikings are down by 12, and there's going to be, I thought a timeout was called. No timeout. It's just going to be Cadillac ball. Yes, timeout called by Coach Ryan.
Yeah, I think you need to get a bucket. You can't control the rest of it, but you can control here and getting a score, and then you have to get a stop.
Now looking at, just for a little preview for girls basketball, any type of offense you're going to run or defense, or just maybe give us our viewers out there just a little glimpse.
Yeah, we've done a nice job kind of getting into a good offensive groove right now that we're going to be running. It's a continuity offense where it's just a lot of movement, a lot of ball screens, and then defensively, we're going to try to apply a little bit of pressure. I see us playing mostly man-to-man defense and just following some really sound principles defensively. A lot of good help defense, but we want to be good on the boards too. Get a lot of rebounds and try to keep teams off. So we'll see how it shakes out. We have we have high expectations for this group this year.
That's good, and always breaking the press. That's a tough thing to do in high school basketball, and that's I'm sure you guys have put some time in on that.
And it has been tough tonight for these guys, right?
Yeah.
And they're great athletes.
Yep. There's a foul by number 2, Riley Calhoun. So, is it in the bonus yet? Nope, it's only 4. I was looking at the wrong number.
Yeah, and that's tough when you get to this point in the game when you could really use getting to the line and
stopping
scoring.
Yeah.
And they're only at 4.
Right. The first number is 8 that they have to get to, right?
7.
Oh, 7. Okay.
7 gets you
7 and then 10.
Just 1 and 1, and then 10 will get you the double bonus.
Okay. Thank you for a hockey guy here. I appreciate it.
Get there.
Oh, nice
Good
shot
take.
there. Doesn't fall for a
Lehman
while.
just doing a great job on the boards.
Cale
Good
Mickelson.
hustle play. What a great hustle play by the Vikings. You look at him. Aiden gets on the floor with the Lehman kid. They both battle.
Yep.
Wild comes over there, finds Cale in the lane. Just hustle and keeping the pressure.
Smart play by
Cut
Logan
it
to
to
actually
10.
get rid of the ball quickly to Cale. Now,
You're going to cut it to 10 with 3 to play.
so Nate Lang.
I'm not sure why the clock stopped and why the action stopped there, Bill.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's good for Cadillac that the clock stopped.
Well, yeah, we get a chance to set up the press, and be ready to place defense.
Okay, so Nate Lang, number 23, gets it into Meeker. Vikings putting some pressure on. They break it to Meeker. Nate Lang into Calhoun. Ludington is very content here just to run some valuable seconds off the clock. I'd be surprised if they shot it, to tell you the truth, unless they get a total open look. Lehman out high on the ball and giving it to Calhoun. At what point do you start fouling, Coach? Well, choice. Wow.
That makes things difficult now, doesn't it?
Right. That was a nice three-point shot there by Nate Lang, Vikings.
Lehman, number 11, Lehman.
Yep.
I recall when he was a freshman playing up. I'm pretty sure he played as a freshman. And they had a great group of juniors and seniors, and you have this freshman kid who's just so talented. Like,
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Just one more kid, right?
Right.
He played that way when he was a freshman and sophomore. They had big minutes out of that kid.
Yeah, and then you look at Lacombe, kind of only with a little bit more height at 6'6", and you're saying, wow, it's pretty nice for Coach Schenk to have that luxury of mixing in a sophomore or freshman here.
Oh, sure.
Especially with your seniors.
That's a strange game, and I'm not sure how you look at this game. It seems so even, and then you look up and they've stretched up to a 13-point lead, and you're like, where did the points come from? Right? I mean, Cadillac played right with these guys the whole way, battled, played good defense. We had a couple of those skip passes for threes. But it doesn't seem like we're down by 13.
No, it really doesn't.
Sitting here watching this game, it's like, where did we fall behind?
Yeah.
And that's what good shooting teams can do to you.
Good pressure
and they
there
defend
by
well.
Meeker. Yeah. There's no slacking there in the defense.
We played our girls had a summer camp game, and we played so well, and we look up and we ended up losing by 5, but we were down by 10 late. Team from Ishpeming Westwood from the UP, and they just shot the lights out. It's like, oh my gosh, we're playing with these guys. We're better physically, we're better athletically. They didn't miss.
Over the back by Meeker, and Baker will, I think it was on the floor, so do you think that's a shooting foul?
I think they're going to call it on the floor.
Okay. Any thoughts on the Big North this year? Do you know much about the other teams?
I really don't. I know last year it was just it seemed like everybody was very similar.
Yes.
Our Cadillac girls, I think, beat Central twice and beat Petoskey maybe. And there was really not a team that stood out. Like, oh yeah, that's the best team around. It just didn't seem like that. And so I think all the teams are really hopeful this year for a place in the Big North towards the top.
Ludington with a minute 43 to go. Porter will take the long shot. Nice box out there by Evan Moore.
That'll get Evan to the free throw line.
Yep.
Shooting 1-on-1.
Good fundamentals right there on his positioning. That'll reward him with a free throw down at the other end.
He's going to be a good ball player here in Cadillac. He's sophomore. He's up playing. But Evan works on his game. He puts a lot of time in.
Yeah.
So he's going to do some great things for Cadillac basketball.
Does Evan have any siblings, sisters?
He does have a sister.
Yeah.
She doesn't play any sports. But he works really hard.
Left-handed shot by Evan. He calmly swishes that one, so he'll get a second shot. 61-48. Vikings are down here late in the fourth quarter. You are watching high school basketball action on 26 Sports and CCTV. And Evan, nice looking shot, makes them both. And Logan Wild will check back in for him. Vikings are going to put some full court pressure on the Orioles.
Maybe go on a little defense, offense if they can. Maybe get Evan back in at the next if we get a stop. One thing you're always going to find with Cadillac is they're going to fight to the end.
Yeah.
Right? They're going to, minute 31 to play. Here comes Evan. Tried to get him back so he could be on the offensive end.
Ball was tipped out by the Vikings, so Meeker, number 5, will kick it in for Ludington. Porter to Lehman. Lehman working on Mickelson and a nice drive to the basket. Vikings quickly up the other way. Bohr is hammered. So he'll go to the line again.
Nice job by Braden Porter, just always chasing things down, playing fast. But hey, way to get out on the break. I like that. They grabbed the ball in that couple of passes and they attacking the rim on the other end.
So looking to the next game for the Vikings, a lot of good things here that you can build on for sure. I mean, you just ran into a team that was red hot shooting. I mean, I'd like to see the final
coming in.
I'd like to see the final stats on three-point made. It had to be 15 or more.
Yeah, he hit a bunch.
Yeah.
and I think Coach Binzenberg, he knew coming in. It's always a good team.
Yeah.
I think he's probably mixed on opening with these guys. You love to see where you stand early.
Yeah, it's a non-conference game.
Yeah, but you also hate to open with these guys.
Yeah.
Right. Is there somebody else? Yeah. But I always give teams a lot of credit that do that. Like you watch college basketball, you had Duke and Gonzaga playing early. You had Kentucky playing. Michigan State was playing UCLA early. Hey, where are we right now? What are we made of? Let's find out early, and then let's improve.
Going to the line is Riley Calhoun for Ludington. Our last shout-outs here will be to Olivia and Noah Lehman. Back in Ludington, who are watching. Talking to some of the Ludington crowd before the game. Real nice people over there, so hopefully they have a safe drive back. It's pretty snowy out there. We got a winter weather advisory.
That's what I heard when I was coming in. I've been in the gym since 3 o'clock.
Yeah, it's been snowing out there, Mac. Vikings will now go to the line.
I like taking opportunities to thank Coach Binzenberg and his staff with Eric Runsman, Dan Alto, and John Emmington and JV guys with Jason Wild and Todd Baker. They've been a lot of help to me during this process. Just a lot of good advice, and I've been seeking it. So it's just been they've been a big help. So I really appreciate it. And then also to the athletic department, Fred Bryant and Maddie Masson. They've done wonderful work.
Yeah, they are great. They help me out a lot, especially Maddie does, for all the information I need for these broadcasts. Tip Baker gets his own rebound. Over to Klotz. Levi drills it for three. Timeout quickly by the Vikings.
He's like I said, these guys, and the players aren't going to quit, and the coaching staff's not going to quit. Those guys are going to coach.
Every timeout is going to be used.
Sure. You have limited time to coach these guys, right? So you get 32 minutes a night to coach them. So you coach them for 32 minutes.
Yep.
And that's what you work. That's what you work towards. Putting the time in practice so you can do this.
And every one of these plays could be a play that you're using in districts or regionals. In sense, you could easily pack this one in. You know what I mean, and just ate up the clock. But they are certainly not doing that. I love to see this.
Well, it's also, it's good for Cadillac. It's great for Ludington too.
Yeah.
That this competition is still going like it is. They have to come out and be disciplined and face this press and take care of the basketball and get to the other end. Or if Cadillac just chooses to foul early, knock down free throws.
Yeah.
So it's a great test for both teams.
Want to send out a quick hello to Dan Gussert. Hopefully he'll be back on Friday, the 30th, and getting this old hockey announcer in here trying to hold his own. But I appreciate you, Mac.
You do a great job. I love watching. I watch some hockey games when I'm home, relaxing. Some nights I turn on the hockey stuff and watch you guys do your thing. I don't make it to the ice rink very often, but I catch it on TV.
All right. First hockey game will be December 12th against Manistee. Cadillac putting some pressure on Meeker. They'll foul him, and he'll go to the line. That'll be the 11th team foul for the Vikings. Everything now on out, both teams, is going to be double bonus.
Sure will. Yeah, so received a text last night from Dan saying, hey, don't forget you're announcing with me tonight. And he's not here. So we'll have a little fun with this. I'll be here with him on Friday.
Okay. And just tell him that the Dooley was lost and it was really quite embarrassing.
I will not give him anything like that. He will not get any pleasure from this.
Okay. Back into the game is Levi Klotz for the Vikings, and Logan Wild will check out.
I just feel bad for Renee that Dan had to stay home with her tonight. It's just that's a tough one, isn't it?
It sure is.
I think she wanted him to come out and do this.
Tip Baker.
Ooh, that's close.
Nice defense there by Clemondon. Baker floats a one-hander.
Klotz from right there again.
Boy, he's got the radar going.
Hey, good. That's still great work.
Vikings are hustling like crazy,
and they would love that first one to go down. Cut this back to 6 with 45 seconds to go.
You got to look at it as 3 possessions, 3 threes, and you're right there. That's how if you obviously there's a it will not go.
A great play by Kale. And then you can put Lehman on the line. So, boy, a great look by Klotz out front, and even the drive there with Kale getting to the rim.
Yeah, looking at both teams tonight, I mean, Kale has had a real strong game. Obviously, Tip Baker, he's going to be there. Aiden Raphael made some big baskets,
Sure did.
Power moves. You've got some of the younger guys coming in with Klotz and Evan Bohr. Charlie had a lot of looks early on, and he wasn't far off on his shots. I mean, I really think that if one of those early threes goes, that just gives you that confidence, early on.
Well, in that JV game, a kid from Ludington hit 6 threes in the first quarter. He hit 18 at the quarter. He couldn't miss. Yeah, so you're right. You get that first one to go, and you break the seal on it, and then you're ready to play.
All right, we want to give a shout-out to our great crew here tonight. On the camera up above here, we have Damian Brooks and Isabeau Granados. And down on the floor, Zach Wiggins. There's Zach. In the van, we've got Gabby Long. She's doing our replay and graphics. And our director tonight is Heather Stilson. And just good to have Heather around. She's really just been solid, football and hockey and now basketball. So good to have her.
Heather Stilson and Gabby Long are former students of mine.
Hey, all right.
They sure are great kids.
All right. And want to get one more on our DVDs here because they really make some good. We got Christmas coming up, so good stocking stuffers. Remind everybody that there's DVDs available to purchase. You can either get a single game or box sets. You can contact mynews26.com or call 231-577-1844. 577-1844. The sale helps out with the production costs, purchasing equipment, paying the directors and the students, and like we said, graduation, birthday gifts. Really, I mean, we never had this, Mac, when we played high school sports, but what a great thing for these kids to be able to watch a production. Steal by Lehman, and Ludington will just draw the foul. But I did want to say another thing. We've got our crew here tonight. These kids, Central Michigan has a really good broadcasting program. And so if anybody out there is, interested maybe going into TV production, announcing stuff like that, golden opportunity. When you look at the Big North, nobody's got something like this that Cadillac has. So get in contact with the Wexford ISD and see what happens. I mean, it's an awesome program to get some really good hands-on experience.
Ludington stretches the lead out to 11, 66-55.
Brought down by number 12. Taken away, jumped on the floor by Tip Baker, gets it over to Klotz. Turnaround, bounces off the rim, won't go. Vikings still battling. Charlie Runstrom throws it and taken away by Nate Lang. He'll get it to Lehman with 2 seconds to go. That will do it, but boy, oh boy, the Vikings fought tooth and nail right to the last second, Mac.
Yeah, just came down to shooting, didn't it, Bill? It really did.
Yeah.
And taking care of the ball a little bit here and there.
Yes. All right, our final score here tonight from Cadillac, the Ludington Orioles 66 and the Cadillac Vikings 55. Mike and I will be right back for a wrap-up. You are watching high school basketball action on 26 Sports and CCTV. Stay tuned for the post-game show.